So that's my object. You can find it on Classroom, and I've done a front view. For the side view, I've sent over my construction lines, and I see that that front edge that's going to be here is a 1/2 inch tall. Okay, and then I'll just put a little mark. It's going to be a flat front. It's going to be, when I'm looking from the side, I'm going to see all these edges, so it's the entire height. Now, from the very bottom, it's the entire depth. So I'm going to draw a depth line. That's 5. So 5/4 of an inch. Now it's going to go up to that first ridge, but then if you look at the object, there's a width line that I won't see, and then a height line for the entire object. I'm going to see a depth line from this top corner, which is the same as this corner. And from there, I can continue with my depth line, that is 1/2 inch. From that point, I'm going to draw a 1-inch line downward. Is that correct? Yeah, 1 inch. I'm going to see an edge for the entire depth, and all I have to do is complete the top. I will have a hidden line for this ledge. So I line it up, and I check. That ledge is assumed to be throughout the entire object.
Hey, Mr. Rutz.
All right, so at this point we got our side view and our front view. Now we're going to take our pencil and we're going to extend any widths straight up. That's going to help guide me. Looking at the object from the top view, it's going to share this front edge. So I'm going to start with this edge. I'm going to draw, well, it's going to be the same thing. So I can use my lines. I'm going to draw a straight line, just like that, from this line to this line. Now the depth of this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 1 1/4 inch. So it's going to be the same as this. 1 1/4 inch straight up. Now on the object, I'm following along. I've got here and I've got this drawn. I'm going to do a width line. And I'm going to do a width line for the whole thing, actually. So I'm going to use my construction line to guide where I go. Okay, and this is going to be stopping point. And we're going to have two, so that width line for the whole thing, it's going to go here. I can't see height in the depth. I'm going to go another width. Okay, so now I'm going to follow that right side. The right side is going to be the total depth. So that was 1 1/4 inch. 1 1/4. Now, the front also extends all the way. But I have that point marked off because we're going to have to do some stuff for these ledges that we see. So following this ledge right here, I have a depth line that I need to draw. This depth line is going to be 3/4 inch. I'm going to draw a width line that goes to my next construction line. Looks like 3/4 inch. And then I just connect it to the depth. That's the drawing. Now we need some dimensions. So I need all my height, I need all my width, I need all my depth. So now for my heights, I have one height, I got another height here, and then the height of this whole thing. I'm just going to use my ruler to make some clean dimension lines. Okay, and you use your best judgment. This is 1/2 inch. This is 1/2 inch. I'm going to do my arrowheads. It's a little tight. And then I need a total height. Total height is 1.5 inches. Probably should have done a fraction there. That's okay. Now all my heights are done. Width. I'm looking at this. This seems to be the best contour of an object. So what I'm going to do is identify. There's one width. Here's another width. Here's another width. And then there's one more. So I'm going to do width like this. Let's see. So I'm continuing. I'm going to do multiple layers of dimensions. So here's my first layer. I'm also going to do this section right here. In my next layer, I'm going to do this to this and that. And then I'm going to do the entire width. Okay. Now I can set up my little arrowheads. And let's see, that's 3/4. This one is 3/4. This distance is going to be 1 1/4. And this distance, the total width is, let's just put this here. And of course, there we go. Okay, it's 2 1/4. Use your lines. Last, well, I finished my width. And I didn't have to tell them this because they can subtract these two measurements. Or let's say, they can subtract, I suppose I do need one more. So I'll give them this one. From here to here. And that'll be 1/4. Okay, now depth. Width is now complete. Depth is going to be simple. Boom. Boom. And then I need a total depth. And I chose this one because it shows the different depths clearly. So now I'm going to do my arrowheads. Okay, that's 3/4. And this is the total depth of 1 1/4. I now have my height, width, and depths all laid out. I just realized I missed a hidden line here. Enjoy.